Today we are going to discuss network topology. Before going to discuss network topology, we will see what exactly the network. Network, it is nothing but it is a connection between the two devices or more than two devices in which we are sharing the information, and that information, it is nothing but in the form of text. It is nothing but in the form of a text or any other, that is including number, character, some sort of the audio signals, video signals. These are shared in the device, in between the devices. So network, it is nothing but it is the connection between the two or more than two devices where we are transferring the information so that that information can be shared in that devices. And to build this particular network, we are considering the network topology. So here the definition of network topology is nothing but it is the architecture or structural building of the network where we are connecting all the devices to each other. That means this network topology, it gives the exact how you are going to connecting the devices to each other. So this network topology, it has the some types, 5 types you can say that, and that 5 types are: first one is the bus topology, then star topology, then ring topology, then mesh topology, and fifth one is the hybrid topology. By using these types, we can connect the devices to build the network to each other, and that information can be shared. Now we will see one by one what exactly these topologies are sharing here. So we will see the first one is the bus topology. In this bus topology, one common cable, it is used to connect, which is called as the backbone cable for all the devices. One common cable which is used here, and it is having the end connector which is called as the tunnels, and each devices, you can say that the devices are nothing but you can name, they are nodes. These nodes are connected by using cable to this particular backbone cable, which is also called as the bus. And these devices are connected by using connector as a T connector. By using T connector, we are connecting these nodes to this backbone cable. Now, in this, each computer or each node, they can share the information in between them. They can share the information between them. Say node 1, node 2, node 3. So this is the T connector. This is the T connector. It is also called as the terminal, end terminal. This particular also called as the end terminal. So this end terminal shows that whatever the devices are connected here, these are considered in the bus topology, and that after that means if you want to extend this one, again you have to add one more T connected, and you can extend here the connection of that next computer. Now in this bus topology, what happens? Suppose N1 want to communicate to N2, then through this T connector, it is sharing this particular N2. Or it is sending that information to again to, suppose you want to communicate with N3, then it is sending the information through the backbone bus, and that N3 it is get connected with. Here the sharing of information in between these particular devices, it is done through this main bus which is backbone, and the information it is shared in between these nodes. Now only thing is that whatever the information or request we are saying that particular, suppose N1 want to the request, then it is considering or it is generating one packet. That packet it is giving the information about the sender and receiver. Here this packet is nothing but it's showing the information as the destination address and source address, and whatever the request is there, request is also included in this particular, you can say that packet. And this packet it is again shared with all this T connector as well as the end terminal, because whenever this particular information it sends, that particular network should know that in which manner it is circulating that information in the network and what is the exact end system in this particular network. So this information it is you can say that available to all the nodes, and here what happens, the destination address which is received by that particular T connector, that is again connected with the source one. So this is our bus topology. Only drawback of this particular bus topology is that if any T connector get damaged or it is get any problem, the entire network get dead one. This is the main, you can say that, disadvantage. And advantage of this particular network is that, or topology is that, it requires the minimum hardware, minimum, you can say that, cabling, because here we are using the single bus which is called as the backbone, to which we are connecting all the devices. So this is the bus topology. You can see that brief information about the bus topology. Now we will see exactly what star topology. Now in star topology, the nodes, whatever the nodes we are considering in that network, okay, say N1, N2, N3, these are the nodes. One more we can add here, N4, say suppose. These nodes, whatever the N1 to N4 nodes are there, they want to communicate with each other, or we are going to connect in the network. And for this particular star topology, we are considering one centralized device. This centralized device is called as the hub. This centralized device is called as the hub, which is taking the control of all the nodes which are connected to each other, like this. Say this is connected to port 1, this is connected to port 2, this is connected to port 3, and this is connected to port 4. Here controlling it is done by this hub. Then suppose N2 want to communicate N4, then this N2 again giving the information to this particular hub or central controller that I want to communicate with N4. At that time again this packet is generated, and this packet is having the destination address along with the source address and form of the request. This particular packet it is shared in this particular hub, that means it is a controller, and that controller gets the idea about this particular packet that N2 want to communicate to N4. So here the communication happens like this. Here the communication happens like this. So in this, suppose N1 want to communicate N3, then again same consideration is there. This kind of a packet it is generated one, and this packet again it is shared with the hub, that is controller, central hub, and that hub will get idea about the N1 want to communicate again N3. So again it is sending that information to the N3 that N1 want to communicate with you. So in star topology, the devices, all the devices are connected to the central device and the network it is established one, and that central device it is acting as the controller for this particular network. So this is the star topology, which is having the advantage that n number of, that means in the sequence, say suppose this hub it is having the port number of starting from 4 or 8 or 16 or 24. Then for 4 port we can connect 4 devices. For 8 port we can connect 8 devices. For 16 we can connect 16 nodes. Likewise it can be done the networking. Okay, so this is the star topology. The disadvantage of this star topology is that here if hub get damaged or it is getting any problem, then entire network gets collapsed. And advantage is that apart from this particular hub situation, if any device it is getting problem, the network it is not happening any problem. And another advantage is that here also we requires only minimum cabling. This is our star topology. Today we will stop here and we will see the next topology in next lecture. Thank you.